Hey, did you know that Tinder is not pickup? It is not a lay count, but a body count? You're like, what are you talking about? I know it sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing about results or results as what they tell you. Oh, results are results. And while that is important for results, I'm going to share with you three debunked mental bullshit secrets with you that is going to revolutionize the way you are brainwashed by this mystery method systems that are Asperger's in nature, that's obsessed with Tinder, and they think it's a lay count when it's really just a body count. I'm John Elite, and I am the best day game coach in the entire world. I have 656 day game laid and pod testimonials. That's right, 656. And what does that mean? It means that is all pickup. I don't count Tinder. So when a student comes here with 75 lays on Tinder, which happened with the Chinese student who got married recently, it still counts as 0 lays. So if a person comes to me, they say, "Oh, I got 75 lay count Tinder." No, you got 75 body count. And for the 15 lays that he got for pickup or day game, he got one before he met me. After 5 years of RSD shit, that's one lay. Now it's 15, that's 16 lays. I only count that. So 16 lays for that one. All right. So 656 day game laid and po testimonials. I have 56 this year alone. 56. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck? They can't even get one. ABCs of low self-esteem only has one day game laid testimonial in 2024. ABCs of low self-esteem, tall self-proclaimed high lay count coaches, multiple, only has one in 2024 for day game. So you're like saying, whoa, only one, John? Only one. 2024 has been the hardest year of all time. But I got 56 this year alone, laid and pulled testimonials. And you're like, that's impossible. No, I should have really hammered this point home. ABC's of low self-esteem has one from a student that was in a Latin country like Peru or Mexico. They got one lay on day game. So therefore, that's a lay. But all the Tinder stuff that they try to promote is not a lay count. That's a body count. There's even one woman recently I saw on YouTube that had sex with over 100 guys in a row in one day. Is that a lay count or is that a body count? What about other women that are narcissistic that has sex with over 78 men and then they're like 23 years old? Is that a lay count or is that a body count? How is that a lay count? Are you saying that she has some magical strategy or some flow charts to get 78 lays in a row when she's 23? Imagine when she's 30, right? How loose her vagine's gonna be. Seriously. So you're all being deceived, and I'm going to explain why you're being deceived. Tinder can never count as a lay count. And the reason why people want to count as a lay count, I'll tell you the secret. It's because they want to feel like they're swiping accomplishments, which is not accomplishments, wants to count for something. They want to give themselves a pat on the back. They want to feel good about themselves. And this is absolute nonsense. Give it a thumbs up. And 2 middle fingers for anyone, these Asperger coaches that believes Tinder is a lay count. Nope. Even a good-looking tall white guy can get laid from Tinder easily just by being tall and white. Going to one of those third world passport bro countries, he just has to swipe and he'll get laid nonstop. Is that a lay count? Or what if some other guy just puts their face on the AI images in the background and all of a sudden they have status and they get laid right away? Is that a lay count? Because you know how to graft your face onto a AI background? No. Or like how is that a lay count? Or what if an Indian from India is your virtual assistant and he swipes for you? Basically, you just pay him, they'll swipe, and when the woman swipes right on you, and then he'll send you the phone number afterwards when they chat it with them in the flow chart. How is that using an assistant not the same as pickup? How in the world is that a lay count? That is not a lay count. So when that coach says, "Oh yeah, this is my lay counts," it's like, no, How many lays did you get from pickup? Okay, so they suck at day game, but how many lays did they get from night game? Oh, they only have like maybe 300, 400. Well, that's your fucking lay count, not the Tinder bullshit or seeking arrangement shit. It's absolute nonsense. So it is that women aren't getting lay counts on Tinder. Imagine how many lays they already have. Is that a lay count? That's a body count. So, sorry. So it is not a lay count. It is not pickup on Tinder. That's a body count. Like I said, an Indian can swipe for you. You're like, really? That's right. Just go to Fiverr or something and just say, I want to find an Indian virtual assistant or from the Philippines. And then it's like, give them your Tinder account, let them swipe on it. They just have to set the matches into those different countries. And then you just have to show up. Don't do anything until they send you a phone number on WhatsApp whenever you ask for her WhatsApp. How is that a lay count? Or you just got to take some good professional looking pictures so you don't look ratchet. How is that a lay count? That's not a pickup. Even ABCs, at least they got some students laid from night game. But when they brag about the pickup or the Tinder shit, that's not pickup. That's not pickup. That is not day game. Their night game stuff, okay, it counts for something at least, because that's the thing. What you don't understand is that not just an Indian can swipe, but these days people are changing their images using these AI programs because these days AI is huge. They can literally graft their face with a couple of photos. Like I could take a couple of photos of myself from the side angle, whatever the fuck, right? With my jawline, I'm not as chubby as last time because I didn't eat for 2 fucking days, just drinking Soylent. This video is brought to you by Soylent. No, I'm just joking. They're not sponsoring me, but good shit, huh? I don't feel hungry. So, and it looks better overall. But let's just say they graft my face onto the AI background, and all of a sudden I'm in all these cool places all over the world. Okay. I'm on a boat. I'm doing this. I'm traveling here. And then let's just say, for example, that's an automatic lay. But how is that a lay count? It's not, it's a body count because there's no pickup involved. If I gave that to an AI images to a virtual assistant in the Philippines or in India, and then they send me the WhatsApp, I just collect the lay because of good pictures. How is that? No, but game is game, results is results, as they say. That is not results. That is a total lie. So I'll explain why in detail why this is bullshit, especially those who can just go to a Latin country, for example, an Asian person, an Asian passport bro. They can literally don't even need ABCs of low self-esteem company spending $10,000 to go to these third world countries. They literally can just go by themselves to Colombia. Hopefully you don't get scopamine because these women are fucking crazy. That's like a drug that they put in there and then they make you pass out and they steal all your stuff and then they ransom you or they kill you. Or else in Mexico, if you're not kidnapped, most likely not in Cancun. But you can literally swipe there as an Asian. So that gives you more value. That's so stupid. Because it's not 20 out of 35 like day game. Looks out of 10, money out of 5, status out of 10. Social skills, social calibrations, emotional control and game, 2.5 points each. 20 out of 35 gets you laid. On Tinder, it is not 20 out of 35. There is no social skills. There is no social calibrations unless you're counting the photos, a little bit good body language. There's no emotional control. It is only text game. So, for example, if Tinder is 12 out of 35, night game is 15 out of 35 because you don't need social skills and emotional control. So Tinder, if it's 12 out of 35, a white person being white is 10 already, 10 points. They just need 2 points of text game. That's it in good pictures to raise the looks. They automatically get laid with a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 looking woman. They never show the pictures of the woman because they're so fucking ugly. I know because I taught some of their old students. They bang ugly war pigs, super fucking unattractive. So nice catch and stream. Would you quality is higher than from doing proper day game compared to Tinder? Yeah, basically day game for my students. As you know, you've seen in inner circle. My students are banging 9 out of 10s, and they're banging like one of them bang a 10 out of 10, the rest of them are bang like 8 out of 10. If it's that high, you have to raise your score with social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, not just a little bit of flow chart game. People that go on Tinder, you never see in their testimonial page. If you look at these coaches, these Asperger coaches, the women are non-existent. They never show it, ever, ever, ever. It's always white people that are testimonials, almost 90% of the time, or 95, because white is right. That is 10 points right there for status. And Asians, when they go there, they try to boost their lifestyle. So they have a high status lifestyle compared to local Colombians or Spanish people or um, Mexicans, right? Those third world shithole countries, no offense. But when they start swiping over there, all of a sudden getting 0 matches and 0 dates in the United States. These Asians now have over 800 fucking matches in one day. The whole thing is just flooded. They're almost like they are the hot chick. They just go over there, they fly over there like a passport bro, and then ABCs collect $6,000 to $10,000 and queefing, canceled, Casanova. People like this going on these stupid world tours, they just swipe on Tinder or they have their underage parties in Brazil, polling underage women, and then all of a sudden they get more matches, they get more compliance. Oh, but isn't that good because they're passport bros? No, these guys are laughing all the way to the bank because they know that this result is not results. It is a body count. It is not a lay count. So if anyone says, well, I got like 15 lays day game, and then they say that they have like 30 lays or 40 lays Tinder. No, that's a body count on Tinder. You only have 15 lays. Doesn't even fucking count. So, for example, 30 body counts on Tinder means 0 lays. It means, okay, it means like not a lay count. That's 30 body count, but that means not, it's like 0 lay count. If it's day game, then I count that as lay count. If it's night game, it's still pickup. Something that an Indian assistant cannot do, that is still results because you have to pick up, you have to show up, you have to be there, you have to close her. So if they start saying, "Oh yeah, because results are results," so you can go right, like shut up. These kind of coaches are just creating something called blue ocean strategy, which I'm going to get into. So I'm going to share with you 3 debunked mental bullshits about that women, because women can also get lay counts too on Tinder, but it's not a lay count; it's a body count. So how is it a lay count if a woman can have 83 lays in a row and she's 23 years old? Did she use any strategy? Nope. She just white. She opens her legs. She's a narcissist and she does this for validation. And guess what? 83 lays. There was another woman who basically had sex with 100 guys, and it's on YouTube. You can look it up. How is that a lay count? Or just these other women have such high body counts. That's why they call it body count. So for the pickup artists out there that want to count their Tinder as lay count, it's not a lay count. Is a body count. I don't have to convince you guys. You all know in the back of your minds that is not an accomplishment. Having good pictures and swiping. In the Asians that get no fucking matches or no fucking dates in the United States, even if they're good looking and tall and handsome, they go over to like Colombia, 800 matches, 1,200 matches one day. It's like 2 days, even more. And then all of a sudden, ABC's are like bragging. Oh, yeah, they'll brag. They'll lie to you. They'll tell you, oh, the student, they got a romantic encounter. It only meant they pulled a woman home and put her on the bed and nothing happened. Romantic encounter. When they get laid, they make sure everybody fucking knows. Hey, they got laid. They got laid Tinder. No, that is not a lay on Tinder. That is a body count. The only lay count is if they got laid for a night game. Some of them do get laid for a night game for ABCs. Not a lot. And also, they're like bragging about their students getting married or some shit. I got more people married than them. But that's not the point here. As I'm trying to say, is that is not a lay count. It's just some mental bullshit for Asperger's syndrome, for former engineer coaches deceiving you. That's right. Most of these coaches that promote Tinder as testimonials, have you noticed that these engineers, they're actually systemizing things because it doesn't require social skills and social calibrations or emotional control on Tinder. At least night game. Have you noticed these misery method coaches? Whenever they try to teach their mystery method tactics, their DHV stories, their phone number closes, and their seating the poll, all this mystery like shit. That stuff does not transfer to day game if they only have one day game late testimonial. ABCs and tall self-proclaimed coaches. It's like both of them are mystery method derivatives. How can they only end up with one in 2024? Because 2024 exposed all of these Asperger stuff. At first, 2023 was too hard for the RSD mass approaching autistic people. They no longer get laid very often. And the other coaches may only have less testimonials. But in 2024, the hardest year, I have 56 day game late and post testimonials. But how many do they actually have for the other people? So, what's your Instagram? Instagram doesn't count. Is not a pickup. So that is just another mental bullshit. Yeah, don't mind me for a hairstyle. I don't want to put products in it. I want to go with Donald Trump today. Normally, I don't have curly hair, so I don't know why it's fucking curling up. Okay, whatever. So former engineer coaches are deceiving you to boost their testimonial count, which is called testimonial stuffing. Even ABCs, if they have a student getting a review, they didn't get laid, but they give a review. But guess what? Their stupid Asian Asperger's sheeps are going to think, oh, that's a result right there. That's a good review. Or tall self-proclaimed coaches, whenever a person said they got over red pill or black pill, or the person set up some dates from day game and they didn't get laid, it's a testimonial. It's all about testimonial stuffing. The more they can stuff their testimonial pages, when you look at my pages, there's 656 day game laid and poll testimonials. 56 fucking students got laid or they pulled women home this year. 56 versus 1. That means they're exposed. This year have shown the engineers the mystery method, the fucking tactics, the push pulls, the fucking DHV story. None of that shit works. The only thing that works is skills, drilling it down like my students. They have to rehearse it in front of a mirror. They have to send me videos and then they get it corrected. And they go and collect the lay because they raise the points. They raise 2.5 for social skills, flow drill, the triangle flow drill repeated, social calibrations, emotional control. They have to raise the points. That's 7.5 points. They have to collect the lay. Their only fucking game that they need. Game. It's like, this is the secret, okay? If it's all game, then you just be mass approaching LMSing it. You'd be LMSing it, looks money status. You'd be just playing, just going direct, keep talking to nonstop women, but it's no longer working in 2024. All the other coaches, look at them. Where are the testimonials for students late? You even have other coaches using romantic flirts, romantic sexual shit. Have they posted a single lay testimonial from 2023 and 2024? Zero. It's all from pandemic days, like 2021 or 2019 shit. Old smelly shit. Old fucking smelly shit. This is what happens with former engineers. Their Asperger shit don't work no more. So therefore, what I taught you guys are from the naturals: social skill, social calibrations, emotional control. That's what naturals uses. This is pickup. I'm the only coach, only one system survived. The John Elite system is the only one that survived 2024 because women have too many objections these days. They have so many objections that these guys cannot overcome it because they have no skills. They hunch. Even if they say, oh, you got to be more natural, more congruent to a fucking zombie? Really? And DHV it? And then try to set up dates to the house? Did that work for you motherfuckers? No, because they're trying to make a new category called the blue ocean strategy. You're like, what are you talking about, John? What is a blue ocean strategy? We'll get into more about that later on. But blue ocean strategy basically means that if you're marketing, you try to go after a category. Red ocean means a bunch of sharks are fighting for profit margins. They're just barely different from each other. Like all the other coaches are red ocean. The sharks trying to fight the water is red. Blue ocean means it is a clear water. So they try to create a blue ocean with Tinder mental bullshit called pickup. And they try to say nobody has results like them. Well, let me ask you a question, Mr. Nobody has results like you and Mr. 1,500 mental bullshit stuffing. How many of your students got laid from pickup? And they're like, oh, well, maybe less than 75. I'm just speculating. It's just my opinion. I'm speculating. I'm not sure. We'll have to look into it. maybe 60, maybe 50. We can see in the testimonials for video tests, there's very few. But how many of the students actually got laid from pickup? If it's down to that, that is the student's actual results, which is like 50 something, 60 something, 70. What fucking low versus 656 laid in poll testimonials. They're like, oh, I'm the best. There's no second place. No, there is no second place to Johnny Lee. This fucking low, like, I even said to them before that I don't believe fucking Tinder counts as a single lay count. I really don't. And I stand by that after all these years. It's bullshit. How the fuck is Tinder even a lay count? It's a body count. Why are you counting body counts when they can use an AI background or they can be in a Latin country getting lay counts, as they call it, is body count and easier places. Oh, but some of their places are hard. It's not as easy as yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Even ABC's Asians can go to these Latin countries and still get a body count. Oh yeah, I mean that's so fucking hard. If a bunch of fucking nerdy Asians, engineers who can afford these $10,000 boot camps or $50,000 boot camps, these world tours in Latin countries, if they can afford that shit, that obviously is fucking easy using Tinder like passport bros. This is what Asians are doing. They're getting lazy. They're quitting because they think it's all muscle maxing and Tinder now, and maybe occasionally night game. Asians are like that. They're engineers. They're fucking nerds. All the Asperger people are getting you stuck in 2024. 2023, all the RSD, all the mass approaching, all the Coach Kyles, all the other fucking autistic people, not Asperger's, high functioning autism, all the autistic people, mass approaching, direct game, those guys no longer have student results. But 2024, now the higher functioning autistic systemizing people no longer has laid testimonials for pickup or day game. They don't have anything for day game except for one if they're popular. That's just fucking luck. Seriously, what a fucking joke. And I have like so many. So this is not impressive because they don't have day game late testimonials. They only night game and Tinder. And I know what you're probably thinking, right? Results are results, as they say, because Blue Ocean, results are results. But then again, I'm going to show you a great way you can get laid with pickup. Day game, technically, also night game is pickup. Okay, but not Tinder. And you can still get amazing results. So the first debunked mental bullshit secret is that it is not a fucking lay count. It is a body count for Tinder, a body count, not a lay count. Stop calling it lay counts. That's not results for the students. You can use an AI in the background. They'll still get laid, but that's a body count. Seriously, when do we have some fucking common sense here? The fact that he can gaslight everybody saying, oh yeah, nobody gets results. It's like, okay, so a white person gets like over 100 lays or 50 lays on Tinder easily, super easily, just by being white. Good pictures, flow chart, eventually they'll get laid. 12 out of 35. Okay? But they're comparing to day games. Like, oh yeah, other people's pickup. Results are results. No, they're not. There's a body count. And that means their lay counts is not as high as it really is because pickup only counts. Ridiculous. The big idea is women can get body counts easily, but they aren't using game, are they? Are women using game? I should convince you. You all know this is just narcissistic bullshit. Asperger's, because it's 12 out of 35. Asperger people like to systemize things, and they like to be lazy, and they like to use systems. But their systems, but the Asperger systems, do not work for a day game because there's no social intelligence. These people don't have social skills and social calibrations. The big idea is women can get body counts anytime they want, and they aren't using game, are they? They're just swiping right. It's not a lay count. You could hire an Indian assistant in India to swipe for you and give you the phone number. So let's say, for example, an Indian person, you hire from Fiverr an Indian, right? Hey, bro. Hey, bye, as they call you, BHAI. Yes, sir. Okay, I want you say the Indian, right? Benchod Indian. I want you to swipe for me on Tinder. Here's my account. And every single woman is gonna, you're just gonna ask her like, what is she looking for? Something like that. And then you agree with her, whatever she says. If she's looking to make friends, if she's looking for a boyfriend, if she's looking for sex, you just agree with her. And then you just ask her, what's her WhatsApp number? That's what they teach. I know because I talked to former students. They didn't even get laid. These short little Indian guys. It didn't even work. And then afterwards, I got them laid after learning how to date properly, how to pull, how to close over like. But regardless of that, they still got laid for pickup in real life. So that's different. But as they told me, their students get really unattractive women on Tinder. A lot of the white people get more of the results, you know? And they don't even believe in day game, is what they told me. This is just the students, but this is a fact. This is not like I'm trying to what do you call it? I'm not trying to defame them. This is factually what the student said. Of course, you say, well, you say as a matter of fact, not an opinion. No, no. The student said that, and he still claimed on his testimonial that it is accurate. There's many things that they say for day game. You just have to keep laughing, as he taught me, to lower the fear of the women. If that's true, right? That's what they teach, and they sound like a hyena laughing. Then they really don't have social intelligence. If they try to spin women around and say, "Oh yeah, you're a nice ass" or something, if that's what they're teaching, then I know exactly what they're teaching. Their tactics will not work for day game. So therefore, they'll say "fuck day game" as they tell their students. Fuck day game. Go for a Tinder, and then you start complaining to them that the woman is very unattractive in general on Tinder that they get. But he'll just say, "You know what? That's just how it is. You know, it's just this is what you get. You still get that lay." I'm not speculating on this, but I'm not saying as a matter of fact. I'm not trying to defame them. I'm just speaking the truth. I taught one of their former students, an Indian guy. This is what happened. They really don't get attractive women. I know a lot of secrets, you know, transformers. That's all I'm going to say. I know all the secrets, but I'm not going to share any of it. Like John Wick says, consider this the professional courtesy. I know all the secrets, every secret. But one thing I disagree with is when you say there's no second place, nobody compares to you. Actually, I say the same thing. There's no second place to me. People don't have pickup lay testimonials. They have so few. We even have other coaches out there who basically has one student laid, but they make like a 10-part boot camp series. 10-part for one fucking student? Okay, that's fucking stupid. I have like 187 or something, um, video testimonials. But what am I gonna make that into 1,870? Like, what the fuck? Like, do I like make 10 for every single one? No, that's fucking stupid. That's stuffing the testimonial page. You divide it by 10. That's just more mystery method derivative. The same kind of push polls, the same kind of DHV stories, the same kind of fucking like, you know, the same process of shit. That stuff no longer works because they don't have 2023, 2024 day game late poll testimonials. Mystery method has 0 late testimonials. All the other coaches using mystery method has 0 because mystery is Asperger's. Asperger's syndrome is going to get you stuck. So besides an Indian swiping for you, right? Hey, bye, BHAI, sir. Besides him doing that, and you give him the phone number for WhatsApp, that's what he does. He gives you the phone number. So once they start flow charting, say, "Oh, we're looking for the same thing," okay, and then eventually, like, then they get her out there. Then they say, "What's your WhatsApp phone number?" And then what happens is once they get the woman's phone number from India, then they send it to the other coach. That's what they do. They send it to the other coach. And now they don't even have to swipe and they say, "Oh, yeah, this is their lay counts." No, it's a body count, not a lay count. And then they just have to show up, text her a little bit, set up the date, and show up. But they didn't do the initial part. It's not even pickup. People have some common sense. Have some common sense. That is a blue ocean strategy they have created for marketing, which is deceiving their audiences because they say that's their lay count. No, that's a body count. What's the real lay count from pickup? Oh, it's not even anywhere close. Then what the fuck are they talking about? But their student wants to feel like they achieve some results. Nope, you achieve body counts. Just like my other student, he came to me with 75 body counts from Tinder, from Latin countries, a Chinese guy, but he got one lay from day game right before he went to RSD boot camp. Only got one after 5 years, not worth it in a Latin country. Then he's coached by me, 15 lays, and they kept going up in quality. Exactly what someone was asking earlier. They kept going up, and he married an actress. And from there, yeah, that was his story. That's like 15 fucking epic lays. The score keeps going up and up and up and up. White girls eventually, and then foursomes, and then two actresses. Same day lay in Berlin in one approach. Easiest place on earth next to Thailand. I stand by that. Because in Berlin, the secret is they don't want to tell you, is that Berlin has nothing but hipsters. These women are alternative hipsters. That means they like minorities. Second of all, because the government has taken care of them, they pay for the survival value. She's just looking for replication value. She's down to fuck. Number three, they'll walk with you anywhere, even to your home, even if you're like a serial killer in Berlin. They don't care because all of their troubles are taken care of and they're alternative hipsters. That's why it's so easy. So my student walks in there, the Chinese guy, 5'8", fucking same day lays, gets a fuck buddy in one fucking approach. But he was in a different part of Berlin. It was harder. But once you go to Berlin, he went to a different part of Germany. But when he flew to Berlin, one shot, one kill, metaphorically speaking. So that's a lay count. That's 15 lays right there on top of the other one he had. But that's epic because that's skill. That's value. Okay. So Italian student, he had 8 additional lays. One of them from night game, really pretty woman, looks like Julia Roberts. And then the other ones are all day game. They all look like 9 out of 10. 5'8" Italian. The reason why I'm not posting it right now is because people are ignoring it. They're just thinking, oh, he's Italian, so it must be easy, right? Because Italian has some kind of high SMV. Look at my other student. When you look at this other guy, and I kept posting his testimonial, nobody gave a fuck. For example, one student has 17 fucking lays already. 17 fucking lays. And you're like, well, what the fuck? Wow, how do you get 17 lays? So here's a Jewish guy. This is his 17th lay. He already made the video testimonial. 17. And then number 16 is over here. He already made the video testimonial. It's ridiculous. Number 15 over here. So this one's December the 1st. He's just getting laid nonstop with my coaching. This is a pickup. This is a lay count. Then you look at number 14 and just keep going backwards. Then he fucks a Latina Instagram influencer, working out sort of woman, right? That's number 14th, right? Does that make sense? Then he fucks a Ukrainian. This one, still made a video testimony. He didn't want to show her because he wants to turn her into a girlfriend. He's going to visit her again. He already got laid with her. So if that's the case, then what's all this mental bullshit about? This is lay count. This is actual lay counts. Nobody is getting results like my students. I'm like the only fucking coach in the whole world right now. Small world, by the way. How are they running a business? Here's the fucked up thing. The less students that they get laid and the more they brainwash them, the more actual money they make this year. They've been making money hands over a fist because they've been popular. They're platform scammers. They have a global network of pickup artists that is funneled to them saying they're popular, so there must be right. No, they're popular, so therefore they're wolves in sheep clothing. They're popular because they're Machiavellian. They're popular because they know how to game the sheeps. That's the truth. Because if they can't get students laid for pickup, ABCs only have one. What kind of business are they running? A scam business. They're scammers. And people don't want to hear it. That's why they dropped off. I understand. Because they're telling you that mystery is the best thing since sliced bread. How is he the best? He has 0 late testimonials. Ross Jeffries, how are they the best? UMP, right? Ugly fucking women that they get for their students. How are they the best? You have nothing but platformed scammers. All right, as I'm saying, how is that skills if an Asian with Asperger's engineers are going to Latin countries with status maxing for Asian Asperger nerds? Is not skills. This is important because this is not even real results for Laycounts. So now former engineer dating coaches, that's right. Any sort of dating coaches, day game coaches, whatever, if they are former engineers, they are Asperger's. Does that make sense? They have Asperger's syndrome. Okay, so I'm on YouTube Live. Where the fuck are you guys? All right. Don't mind the disruption. Just want to make sure that they're here. So now former engineer dating coaches with Asperger's syndrome can systemize things for, 15 out of 35 or 12 out of 35 fucking Tinder. It's easier on Tinder, and Asians are going Latin countries to status max. You're like, what do you mean by status maxing? If it's 12 out of 35 for Tinder, night game is 15 out of 35. Think about it this way. What is status maxing? You might be asking. It's number one, if you're Asian and you have a high status job, let's say you're engineer, therefore you get one extra point. Rather than having 1 point for going overseas, now you have 2 points. Does that make sense? So when they're swiping, they have some points. Number two, for Asians, we call this the high status lifestyle. Depending, not everyone has it, the older Asian nerds. But let's just say, for example, they did have a lifestyle posted on their Instagram. You can use AI these days, with your face map to it. Then they have 3 points as a passport bro. Tinder doesn't even count. Thank you for the likes. Give it more likes. Number four, they have a third world money status advantage now. Now these Asians, because they're in a Latin country, all the women are Latina, 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 Latina. And they're Asian, Chinese, Vietnamese engineers. Now they have the exotic advantage, the third world money status advantage, and exotic, number five, exotic advantage. So therefore, because of that, they have 5 extra points. So they try to make up the difference in looks. So the guys who are better looking for their students, that'll make out of 10 points, right? So let's say guys 8 out of 10 or 7. They try to work out whatever their students. 7 plus 5 is 13, just enough to get laid, 12 out of 35. Do the math. That's why they are passport bros. That's why they always believe that for these engineers, that if they can start to muscle max, they can raise the looks, but they don't believe that they can do it in the United States, because they told my student, who was a former ABCs of low self-esteem student, they say to him, look, bro, the taller coach, good-looking guy from ABCs, said to my student, listen, day game no longer works anymore in the United States. You should just use Tinder and Instagram. That's what he said. And my student got pissed off and says, fuck no. So he trained under me and he doubled down on it. He got laid with a white girl. Then he gets another lay. Both of the white girls that he fucked were redheads in the United States, which goes to show you that these people have given up because they're engineers. They have no social skills, social calibrations. They have verbals. They have word associations like queefing canceled Casanova. They don't have any understanding of social intelligence. My students have to use social skills. We're not just talking about socializing. Like you try to use a spout or something, like you're status maxing and you're socializing, because a zombie can socialize. A zombie can socialize. You want to use social skills flow drill to get women to talk more. That's real social skills. That's what the naturals do. They talk to everybody. Most naturals, the secret to raise their 2.5 points is they talk to every woman. They talk to every man out there. They just talk to everyone and socialize, but they're sharpening their social skills flow drill. Does that make sense? They're sharpening that, the sword, and then it makes it easier. They have perfect body language, which is what I'm teaching my students. Social calibrations, facial expressions, congruency, nonverbal communications, tonality, a whitewashed tonality. I'm teaching that to my students. A whitewashed tonality. So they sound like a white person. So they don't have to start blaming white people as being racist in their sales letters, saying that you can go to Europe or Latin countries and get like a white girl or whatever, or Latina. That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to make people feel bad about themselves. But in reality, they should blame themselves, because the coaches have no social skills. They have no social calibrations. They have no emotional control. These narcissistic Asians, these fucking narcissistic Chinese and Vietnamese engineers, they have no social intelligence, no emotional intelligence. All they can do is swipe in these countries, and they're happy that they're able to get even a lay after getting 800 matches in one day. So, and they barely get one woman out, and they pay $10,000 for one woman. They don't ever want to do day game under Johnny Elite, because they're scared, because they're engineers. They never want to stretch beyond their autism or their Asperger's. Oh, we have to learn a social skills flow drill, John. Oh, we have to change our monotone tonality. Oh, we have to learn body language when we're Asperger's. No, you have to fucking do it. You have to dress whitewash. You gotta stop wearing black fucking clothing. You gotta stop blaming white people for being racist. They're not racist. White people are xenophobic. They have a fear and dislike of other people's culture. But it doesn't matter because if you go there with your status maxing to a third world country with your third world money and status advantage, they're not xenophobic. They like you. The Latinas will like you in Latin countries if you're Asian because you're 13 if you're 7 out of 10 looks and 5 points of status maxing. You're 13 out of 35 is enough for Tinder. However, when you're in the United States, Latinas will not give you a time of day because they have big hips, narrow waist. They need a protector status. They need like 5'11" minimum, lots of muscles, and you have to look a little bit tanned and very good looking. Latinos are very shallow in the United States towards Asians. They'll flake on Asians like crazy. Unless you look kind of Mexican, like you're Filipino, but you look kind of like they're Mexican, because Mexicans, they look kind of Asianish. This is the truth. So I'm just spitting facts here. So Tinder is 12 out of 35. That's how to get over it. 15 out of 35 is night game. And day game is 20 out of 35. Looks out of 10, money out of 5. Status maxing. Out of 10, social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, game, 2.5 points each. My students can get above 20 out of 35. Now you realize, because my students are not using game. The more they drill down the social skills flow drill triangle, they're repeating the same structure over and over. It's like a string that you tie to the bedpost. You tie it, and then you move the string backwards, and you keep bringing the string over to the day game location. You might have to walk 15, 20 minutes. That string, now every single triangle, a big triangle, every time you do the social skills flow drill, you're one step closer to the bedroom. Get it? But they have to drill it down. You're like saying it was really hard to use the same triangular flow drill to get women talking. If you don't use a social skills flow drill and you try to use verbals or word association, it's not going to work. From queefing, cancel, Casanova. The social skills flow drill, 3-step triangle, and you can only get it from Elite Bundle 2 these days. Next year, I'm going to cancel or get rid of, or maybe like you cannot buy Elite 30 or Elite Playbook in 2025 until 2026. The only course you can buy minimum is Elite Bundle 2. Then you can use your Elite Access and train with me because I don't want people to half-ass it. Lots of fat people just get Elite Access after you get Elite 30. But you need to practice the social skills flow drill. Use your Skypes from Elite 30, but just upgrade to Elite Bundle 2. I think that's the best option because most of the students that got so many fucking lays were from Elite Bundle 2. It comes with Elite 30, Elite Playbook, Elite Access for 1 year, 10 Skypes. All of those things help when you are practicing the drills. So you're saying, okay, social skills flow drill sounds kind of hard. Hey, it might take 21 days in a row to practice. So it takes a little bit of practice. Number 2, the body language. You have to stand 45 degrees and talk to her. So that way you don't drive up fear. And you're like, well, it's not exactly easy. A lot of my students get it wrong. They get it wrong. So that takes a long time. In Kaizen, they have to drill to 45 degrees. Why 45 degrees? Oh, yeah, as they say, because you need to square off because it's more manly. Well, fuck you, because you only have 1 day game lay testimonial for these tall, self-proclaimed Tinder high Laycount coaches. Bodycount, not Laycount. If my student squares off, even in the boot camp, the women always walks away every single time. Every single time. There's not a single woman that actually stays. If they stand 45, they no longer have pressure. Imagine you're a tall, big black guy and you're squaring off and you didn't give a direct compliment. She's going to run the fuck away. She's going to get scared, cortisol. If you're 45 degrees, she's not. And emotional control, they have to sound like a whitewash. For example, like right now, I can switch my voice anytime to start to sound like a white person. And when you start sounding like a white person, it makes day games so much easier. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like the Canadians. They all kind of talk like this, but if you start talking like this, right, and you're being more whitewashed, and I can switch my voice anytime, my Pakistani mentor actually talks like this, believe it or not. We both actually talk like that because that's how the other naturals talk like. White people are very expressive. That's why their tonality changes. But they're very congruent. All white people, they all kind of talk like this. So I can switch to a white person anytime I want. So if you're talking to me on the phone right now and you hear my voice, Johnny Elite sounds exactly like a white person, believe it or not. Johnny Elite can switch into white mode from Asian mode into white person mode anytime he wants. Makes it super easy. So that way, I can have a whitewash tonality anytime I want. And when I do that, I fit right into her tribe, especially more attractive women. So if you try to be like UMP and you kind of like, oh yeah, try to be more monotone and try to be more James Bondish, it doesn't fucking work because their students only get like 3 out of 10. Platform scammers. Students only get 3 out of 10s, 4 out of 10s. For Italian was a former student. It's all bullshit. These people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about because one of my students was their instructor, not because of their stuff that made him an instructor. He was using my system to get 150 lays. He got his credibility, and then he gave them my credibility from my fucking system. Fuck you guys. But he's a great student, by the way. Great social skills, good body language, good fashion, good hairstyle. Just like he had like the same hairstyle as my students. But that was not his skills. Those are my skills empowering those platform scammers. They make so much money. UFO, UMP, UAP. They make so much fucking money hands over fist, especially from the Indians. They don't even get them laid anymore. Or the Middle Easterns when they pretend to be part of Islam, fake conversion. All the money they made is crazy. They're not even in the testimonials. Their testimonials for day game is like 8 of them. The rest are just fucking Tinder or night game. It's all bullshit. People are stupid. They just see a bunch of, oh, they have some testimonials on the page. It's like, big fucking deal. Big fucking deal. They're banging 3 out of 10s. It's like, where's the Indians, right? Where's the Middle Easterns? There's not even a Middle Eastern in there. Where the fuck is it? But they're all these Middle Easterns are sucking them off. They're just aggressively deep throating them. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. The second debunked mental bullshit is bragging about Tinder is the expression of Asperger's syndrome. You're like, what's Asperger's? Asperger's is a high functioning autism. Basically, those guys don't make good eye contact. Number two, they're awkwardly, like they're socially awkward. Number three, they have a narrow focus, like engineers. They only focus on one thing. I have students that are Asperger's who are engineers. I have students who are Asperger's who are biotech. I have students who are Asperger's who are accountants. They're only good at one thing. They're also socially awkward. They have weird gestures, weird body languages. Does that make sense? So they have all these social impairment. Those are the Asperger's. These are engineer nerds. Former engineers that are dating coaches are all Asperger's. You're like, all of them? Every single one of them. Sociopath, Asperger's, delusional. So if that's the case, their stuff no longer works in 2024. The hardest year for day game. We have 56 day game laid in post testimonials. If I were Asperger's, then my students won't get 56 lays in post this year. They have like 1 or 0 mostly. Or they post some old shit from during the pandemic, not even during the inflation, 2023, 2024. They're Asperger's. They've been exposed because 2024 was the hardest year so far. The hardest of the hardest. This is why people are into Tinder, passport broing, and everything else except day game. People are just fucking like brainwashed by these people. Been brainwashed because they're so delusional due to the inflation. The last 4 years, you've been gaslighted by the far left Democrats so fucking badly. They destroyed the entire fucking world. All the countries, all the wars, people are low functioning. So therefore, when they actually listen to this fucking woke shit and they get fucked up, now they think it's okay to be a zombie. It's okay to be delusional, to half-ass everything in life. Now Donald Trump's coming back. Just like have some for like Donald Trump hair today. Donald Trump's coming back. He's going to bring back the competence, the high self-esteem. He's not going to bring the delusions, half-assing it, the wrong path, the sociopath fails in 4 months, and then quitting. That's what people are doing. They're quietly quitting day game. It's blown up in their face. They're listening to the wrong platform scammers, Asperger people. That's a big problem. So that's the thing. Tinder is 12 out of 35. And the main thing to understand here is that looks is out of 10. That's why Asians love to looks max. They love to be black pilled and they love to be red pilled by status maxing, which is money's out of 5. Status is out of 10. Of course, you can raise your status if you're Asian, passport bro engineer, you have a high status job. You make more money than every single person in Colombia and in Mexico, except the drug dealers. You know, those people, they love their rape. It's like their hobby. And they love their fentanyl, right? They love destroying the United States. Hey, I mean, China gives them the fentanyl shit, so I can blame them too. I'm Chinese. Both of them are destroying the United States. So, but the low functioning people, the last few years, people have been very low functioning. So status can be raised by an engineering job. It can be raised by a high status lifestyle. It can be raised by a third world money status advantage, traveling, putting it on your Instagram and social media, going to Latin countries. It could be boosted by exotic advantage. That's 4 points, plus 1 point for being Asian as a passport bro. That's 5 extra points. If their looks are above 7, they'll get laid. It's that simple. Out of 800 to 1,500 matches in one day. But you're paying $10,000 to get one lay from Tinder for their fucking stupid boot camps in fucking Peru or fucking Mexico, you know? Low functioning Mexico, the sociopaths. And when you look at the Latin countries, the murder capitals of the world, we can look up a chart, 50 of them, right? Top 50 murder capitals. 46 of them would be Latin countries. 46. You're like, that's bullshit. Look it up yourself. 46. The rest of them are just like either some African countries or maybe like some kind of country like Detroit or something like that. Like, but most of it's Latin countries. Crazy. But that's not the point. The point is that that's status, right? Social skills is 2.5. ABCs don't have it. Social calibration. They might have a little bit for night game, but not day game. Emotional control. The Asians don't have emotional control. Those guys are narcissistic. That's why they need loud alcohol in night game, and they need like alcohol, and they need loud music. They cannot control their emotions. For Asians are the most emotionally retarded people. I've been doing an experiment, okay, with my students, and I'll show you the chart because a lot of them are very ungrateful. So lately, I'm talking to my Latino student over here. Hopefully, he doesn't show his name. This is the emotional chart over here. See that? So up here, there's a score from 1 to 22. 22 means you're depressed, okay, on the bottom. 22 on the bottom is depressed. Up here is like, it says joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, appreciation, right? This gratitude, that word's gratitude. Lots of the Chinese students that remember when I was blasting the Chinese, I was roasting them? A lot of Chinese are emotionally retarded. They have zero gratitude. They have zero gratitude. They have emotional problems. The other Indian student I just banned for a week, he's always depressed. So therefore, he's on the very bottom of the emotional chart. You need to have some emotional control, some emotional intelligence. You need to have some grit. The Latino students are around like 6 out of 10 at highest. But what they do is they list all the things they're grateful for every single morning now as a homework assignment. The Chinese cannot raise it. The Chinese, they can raise it now to like 3 now, but they have to go through this process. Most of the Chinese are like really low on the chart. They're emotionally retarded. You're like, well, I cannot believe you said that. You're Chinese, John. You criticizing your own race. Nobody gets a fucking free pass with me. Nobody. I don't care if you're Chinese like me and you have yellow fucking skin. If you're emotionally retarded, and I kept teaching these fucking narcissists who basically have no emotions towards women, they don't connect. You'll be fucking called out. I don't care if you're in the same race as me. Everyone gets called out. Indians get called out. Latinos get called out. Fat people gets called out. Fucking Asperger dating coaches. Everyone gets called out the same. I treat everyone the fucking same. Everyone the same. So, emotional control, 2.5 points. Of course, some of my students, they supplement. They take ashwagandha. They take other things for adrenaline, whatever you call it. They take it for adrenaline, and guess what happens? They're not as triggered. They're not bench holding like Indians. Indians need to be called out. They're the laziest people that are skinny fat with double chins, and they have a big pot belly for eating too much vegetables. They're so ADHD. They have the highest ADHD prevalence in the world. That's why they're dropping off. Only the engineers are going to UFO or UMP company. They're getting scammed. Oh, every fucking dollar that they have. They're not getting laid. That's what's happening. Indians are getting stuck, and they need to be called out. I better make a video soon about the Indians, the bench-holding Indians. That's why I call them bench-holding, means sister fucker in Hindi. Bench-holding I changed the meaning instead of sister fucker. It's now like ADHD, backstabbing behavior, negative behavior, skinny fat, laziness, just disappearing all the time from homework assignments because of ADHD. I better call out my other student who's Indian, right? So where the fuck is he? He always disappears because he gets too much cortisol. Indians have so much cortisol. They always have a double chin. It's Indians like this. Almost all of them, pot bellies. So okay, I can't find him right now, but I'll yell at him later on. So if you're watching this stream later on, you see yourself, you're from London, right? Get back to doing your fucking homework. What the fuck is with you? So 2.5 points emotional control. So the word is not emotional impact. It's not like how many romantic sexual flirts you can throw out, like a launch, like 100 of them, just so you can pull her back home and use alcohol and escalate super hard physically until she submits. That is not game. That is called grape. That is just more Asperger shit that doesn't work in 2024, 2023. They're just recycling some old Asian clips. Big fucking deal. My Asian student got married recently and nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a flying fuck. I'm going to show another Indian who got married. He made a testimonial. But I'll show you this guy over here. He just got fucking married. Like he got married before. So where's he? There's so many testimonials. I can't even find them. Home. This guy. See that? He married this woman. They're both going to make a testimonial, I believe. She knows who I am, so it's fine. He got 3 lays, and then the 3rd lay, he married her. Not bad, huh? Before he went to RSD shit, it barely works. So what the fuck? That's autism. RSD is autism. So game is only 2.5 points. You're like, really? That's right. Text game, right? Tinder is still game because you're gamifying it. When you're code approaching with direct game, that's still game. It's an LMS plus game. So basically, if you're a tall white guy before, you have 10 points. Your looks was like around like 7.5. Now you got 17.5 points. And if your game is like 2 points, right? That's 19.5, but not over the line. And a little bit of vibing. That's why they love to vibe, white people. They vibe like 0.5 points emotional impact. Then they eventually get laid with a 4 out of 10 looking woman or a 5 out of 10 ugly, ugly woman. And then they feel good about it. And they no longer get laid in the United States or Western countries. White people that are good looking are coming to me for coaching now, 2024. I have lots of white people that are super good looking. They look like dating coaches. They're coming to me for help. That doesn't make any sense, but it makes perfect fucking sense because the emotional control during the inflation, because they can't manage their money and the women are giving more objections, their emotions, it's not like it goes up or it goes to 0. Your emotions can be like -1, -2, -3. They're leeching points away from their looks and their race. They're like, what the fuck? That's right. They're leeching points away because they can't manage their fucking money. These white people, they're poor as shit. Number 2, they're getting rejected like crazy for direct game. Literally a white guy before, during the pandemic, 2020, 2021, they'll still get laid if they make like 300 approaches, they'll eventually get laid. Now they're making 300 approaches, 300 rejections in a row. They might get laid with 1 if they're lucky or 0. Things change. Direct game no longer works as a scam. So as I'm saying, that's game. So they're just mixing 2.5. They don't even have 2.5. They don't do same day lays. They don't use the arrow science. So now they're just using night game to have 15 out of 35. And Tinder is 12 out of 35. White flow charts equals automatic lays. How is that a fucking lay count? It's a body count, not a lay count. There is no fucking social skills with Tinder, social calibrations, emotional control. Just a little bit of game and being white or status maxing in third world country. Imagine you're tall, you're white, and you're in a third world country. Now you have like so much fucking status. So much fucking status. How come their fucking coworkers cannot do the same fucking thing in the United States? Because this point system exposes that. Just a little bit of text game for a flow chart. Oh, all you have to do is ask her is what? What are you looking for on Tinder? They'll say, well, looking to, sex, making new friends, or boyfriend. And you say, I'm just looking for the same thing. She says relationship. I'm just looking for the same thing. That's their fucking text game. And then after that, they just set up a fucking date through WhatsApp. Their assistant, who is Indian, can just basically send them the number on WhatsApp, and then now they can just like unmatch her on Tinder, so they don't get in trouble. They don't get banned. And then they're on the WhatsApp, and then they just set up dates, and they're just like, "Oh, here's another Laycount." No, it's a fucking body count, not a fucking Laycount. A body count. It's just a white person who basically status maxing, and then just be white. 12 out of 35. They can say whatever they want. Results are not results. That's not pickup. If an Indian can swipe for you, if an AI can change your background pictures, or if, let's see, what was I saying? Yeah, basically AI can do it for you these days. They can they can just look at your face, and then you can be in any country you want now with AI. You can be doing anything. You can status max, lifestyle max, everything with good pictures. It's nothing to brag about. They're white student, as long as they take good pictures, then they raise their looks a little bit. It looks more professional. They automatically get laid, and they're paying like arm and a leg for that. It's fucking stupid. Like, oh, but they have 100 lays or something, or 50 lays. What, you bang like 4 out of 10s? That's a body count. It's just like Indian could swipe for you. What the fuck? They're not showing the women's faces in their testimonial page, are they? That's the big secret. They're not showing the women's faces. My students, you can see their women's faces. They're actually 9 out of 10. They're better looking than dating coaches' girlfriends. You know, if they're better looking than the dating coaches' girlfriends, all of them, and my students are getting that in 2024, what do they know? What do they know? So, as I'm saying, being white with a 10 out of 10 ethnicity and 2 points text game is automatic lay. They can say their students get so much results, but it's not pickup, but body count. I mean, if white women can achieve the same high lay counts, white women don't even have to learn any game. They don't even have to watch any YouTube videos or any strategy. They just have to show up, be white, be like ugly, and then they just get nonstop matches. They get like fucking 50, 100 matches, 300 matches at any given time. Then the tall white guy just gets her. And then guys will get bitter and they become mental. So everyone's gone right now. Maybe it's time to just call them out again. Thank you for being here, guys, so far, and giving the likes. Everyone disappeared. Where the fuck are you guys? You want more YouTube lives or not? Okay, just put. Maybe they're dropping off because they've been brainwashed. Maybe they're dropping off because that coach has brainwashed them. But I mean, if white women can achieve a high lay count, then there's not a lay count, it's a body count. She has a body count. How is that even pickup? It's not. She just opens her legs and be taller. Like, that's the thing. She's just being white. Same with tall, good-looking white guys in third world countries. Now they have more lays. Is that skills? No. It's 12 out of 35. These days, the only way that white people can get laid is to go to a Latin country. They get rejected for 1 year and they just got a few lays. That's how bad it is right now. They're so bad right now. Until Donald Trump comes back in office, then they'll improve. But not for Europe. In Europe, they're going to burn in terms of the economy. Germany is going to be fucked. And so is France. These places are fucked. This is my psychic prediction. They're basically going to be hit with tariffs so much like Canada and Mexico. In France and in London, you wait and see. Like, how you know all this? You made all these predictions in the community section. So in Europe in the future, day game is going to decline because it's going to be harder because the economy is still going to be shit. In the very beginning, in 2025, it's still going to spike up the inflation. It's already happening right now. So for the first half of the year, it's going to be hard. And then the second half, we're going to have a great economic prosperity due to Donald Trump. Then it becomes easier again. And then the other dating coaches can get testimonials again for a pickup. Not right now. I'm going to dominate the shit out of it because I have 56 laid and pull testimonials in 2024. They can't even get one. Or if they get one, they can't get two. They're just posting old shit from 2021 pandemic or 2019. And people are stupid. They're stupid engineer students. And that means for status maxing, a high value job is 1 point. High status lifestyle 1 point. Third world money status advantage 1 point on Instagram. Exotic advantage. If all the women are Latinas or they're all like white and you're Asian, you have 1 point for exotic advantage. In poor Latin countries or third world European, Eastern European countries, it's like an Asian is flying over there and swiping and just status maxing. A third world country. This debunks. So here's a third thing. The debunk mental BS, right? Is that they're trying to use blue ocean strategy. We talked about blue ocean strategy before. Red ocean means that in marketing, right? Because you notice with the global game networks, all these guys, scammers, they're basically giving false authority to coaches who doesn't have a single late testimonial this year. But because they're popular, they have subscribers, and they're giving them platform. They're boosted, but their stuff doesn't work. It's like junk food. It's like McDonald's. Oh, sure, they're popular, but they're killing everyone else out there. That's the truth. But the blue ocean strategy is different. Red ocean means sharks. These guys are fighting for market share. They're making so much money in this red ocean for the global game networks. These guys are making so much money during the inflation because people are delusional. They made so much money. They're making like $50,000 a month. Some of them are making 100,000. Matt Artison's making 400,000 with the whole team. They're just scamming like crazy. They're so happy just by being white and being popular. Now they're making all the money while Johnny Lee has to get students laid after one after another, and you're ignoring it. It's like, why give them authority? They have to earn the authority. Now ABCs with 1 day game late testimonial now has the authority because they have, attention from there. They have false authority because how am I supposed to fit in when I don't even want to be part of their network ever in my lifetime because they're all scammers. Scammers working with each other. Scammer, 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 scammer. Now you realize all these engineers are all scammers. These former engineer coaches are all scammers because 2024 exposed them because their stuff doesn't work anymore. That's right. So red ocean means that these guys are fighting for market share, but they're making so much from delusional sheeps, the engineers. None of the other people can afford coaching. They can afford my coaching sometimes. Not in Canada. Canada is so fucking poor right now. You have no idea. Believe it or not. Did you know in Canada, we don't have to pay GST and PST? You're like, no fucking way. For 2 months. That's how poor Canadians are right now. For eating food and stuff. I don't have to pay GST and PST. You're like, that's impossible. That's how fucking poor we are. Canadians are so fucking poor. The cost of living is super high. You have no idea. It costs $7.50 for a fucking pack of 12 packs of fucking soda on Amazon. $7.50. I shit you not. What the fuck? Before it was like barely even $5, like $4.50 or $5. And all of a sudden, in like 1 year, it jumps to like fucking $7.50. So Canadians cannot afford shit. So when I'm fighting for profit margins, I can't fight in Canada because Canadians cannot afford it. I have to get 56 laden poll testimonials so people can ignore me. 56, man. They have one for ABCs, one for tall, self-proclaimed high Laycount coaches. Other coaches with romantic sexual shit, they have how many? 0. 2023, 0. Just posting 2019, 2021 old moldy shit. I'm the only one posting late testimonials, but guess what? They don't care. Oh, but they're more popular than you. Well, fuck you. The only authority that really exists is when you get students late. Everything else, worshipping, bench holding, and being delusional is all bullshit. And having a platform, scammers. And what's the difference between these global game networks and their platform scamming? It's almost like MSNBC scamming, CNN fake news, New York Post. It's like all these fake news organizations who are woke working together. Except they're not woke. They're just scammers. Does that make sense? They don't have any late testimonials, but they talk a good game. The way they speak when they're speaking like absolutely truthful. You look at tall self-proclaimed coaches. You gotta set up dates and you gotta be congruent, and then you got DHV and set up dates to the house. And you gotta say, "Can I meet you real quick?" They speak in such a way with so much authority, and as a matter of fact, with 1 day game late testimonial. Wake up, sheepos. Wake the fuck up. And the problem is that the only people that can afford boot camps are engineers. Only the engineers now, level 3, can afford it. And the level 3, the engineers are what? The Indians. All go to UMP, UFO. None of them gets laid. Zero. Middle Eastern people, when they have a fake Islam conversion, these people are rich with their oil money. They go over there, nobody gets laid. They're just scamming. And now they're working with Dan Brazilian, the biggest scammer, grifter, who pays for women to be in this picture, prostitutes. Grifter, grifter, scammer, scammer. What the fuck is this? But people get a platform. How are they giving authority? Oh, because they're white, they must be good. They must be white. Well, where the fuck are their late testimonials then if they're white and so good? Because they're zombies just like you. You don't realize that you're socially impaired, they're socially impaired. And during the lockdowns, people lost their social skills. So that's a red ocean strategy. But the blue ocean is when the tall self-proclaimed coaches say Tinder results or results and whatever Tinder. They made up their own category so they don't have to fight among each other. They try to say that the Tinder is a Laycount. It's not a Laycount, it's a Bodycount. And then they try to make their own blue ocean strategy. Now, in their blue ocean, in their own view, now they can claim that they have student results, even though it's not a result. It's a body count, it's not a lay count. Now they can claim in their blue ocean, in their own category. My blue ocean is that I can get students laid nonstop, month after month, year after year. And I have the most in the world. And I've beaten every fucking coach. I've beaten them like a Cherokee drum. I've beaten them so fucking badly. I've beaten them so badly, they start flagging my fucking account, for any links or anything. I've beaten them so badly, the jealousy that happens. The jealousy is super jealous. They just can't compete. But their students are the dumbest bench-holding sheeps of all time. They're so stupid. They're dumb engineers, delusional, looking at old smelly shit. My students, Asian students, they get married like recently. Other guys has 15 lays. Indian students just married on November the 11th, bald Indian student. Recent shit. My other student, 17 fucking lays. The Jewish white student. Oh, but he looks white, so it's easier. Then what Italian, 8 lays, all 9 out of 10s. Maybe one of them is 8.5. How do you explain that? It's better looking than the dating coach's girlfriends or their lays, or even. And then you have the 55-year-old student who bangs a 10 out of 10 Megan Fox looking 40-year-old blonde woman. How the fuck is that happening? Now he's taking a break. He's bench holding. He's delusional. I think it got to his head. After he got 10 out of 10, he just stopped trying. Now he's taking a break. Low self-esteem got to him. But it didn't matter. Then you have another guy who's Asian, Vietnamese. He bangs like an 18-year-old. She's super pretty. Most of us, we voted her 9 out of 10. He wants a curvier woman. But I think she's really pretty. All these student results are just nonstop. Marriage, 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 marriage. Lay. Fucking, it's just nonstop. But nobody cares. It's like, oh, but other coaches they have nothing. They have nothing. ABCs has one tall self-proclaimed white Laycount dating coaches have one for day game. What can I say? They only have one. That means their stuff no longer works. It's too hard now for day game. That's why people are quitting. That's why people are super poor. They don't want to listen to me. I'm telling people, if you want to stop being poor, drink some Soylent, drink some Huel. I drink it now. For the last few days, I lost the body fat. It gives you all your nutrients. Number 2, have a gratitude journal. Just write down how many things you're grateful for until you're no longer mentally bench holding. My students are writing it down all the time. Does that make sense? For homework assignments. One Indian guy refuses to do this homework, and I fucking ban him. Here was a Latino student writing it down for me. I cover it, but you see that? I'll write down what they're grateful for. I made it, I didn't want to make it super clear so that you can see it. All the students now are writing down what they're grateful for. And some of the people are so ungrateful, they don't even mention me for getting them laid. They're just ungrateful. That's all I'm going to show you. But they're writing down a list. That's what you guys can do. And you can work out in the morning. If you guys work out in the morning, after you do the gratitude journal, and then you have some coffee and you have a little bit of Huel, you got your whole day set. I haven't ate for the last 2 days. You know that? I'm not going to eat today. I'm still alive, drinking Soylent. I have all my nutrients. I'm fine. I feel great. Less fat. I was kind of chubby in the last YouTube live. Is that easy? That's how you save fucking money. I'm not saying don't eat. I'm just saying only eat from 3 to 6. If you eat from 3 to 6, then you can save some money. I don't want to work for the poor with the poor people next year. No offense, but if you can only afford elite access and you can't afford elite bundle two, $900, you're not paying for $8,600 boot camp or $10,000. $900 is affordable. I don't want to work with people that are fat, they're stupid, they're lazy, and they can afford very little, and they don't invest in themselves. I want to work with people that actually wants to invest in themselves next year. As I'm saying, a blue ocean. Tinder is not a blue ocean strategy. I believe that blue ocean stuff is trying to create a blue ocean strategy with Tinder. They try to call it results is results, and they try to call it Laycount, but it's a body count. Now, these Asperger coaches, they don't need day game lay testimonials anymore, you know, or many pickup stuff because they can only get night game students late from ABCs, but not day game. They only have one from mystery method because they're popular, one lucky one. Isn't that a pattern? If ABCs is trained by mystery method, the other system was based on mystery method, it only led to one student late in 2024. Mystery method, Asperger's, does not work anymore. A lot of you are using mystery method. Oh, I got to push Pojo. I got self-amuse. I got to touch a lot. I got to make her jump through hoops. I got DHV. Sorry, but autism doesn't work, or Asperger's, not anymore. They just get Tinder stuff, right? Blue Ocean Tinder, body count, not lay count. These are not results. You look at all their student results. Go to their testimonial page. I don't call it lay counts. It's not even their fucking lay counts. It's like their body count. Most of their students are white for this one coach. Really? Just go after all the testimonials. I remember another short guy. He's living in Spain, Latino, virgin. He's like fucking 5'2" or something, 5'3". He's losing his fucking mind. He can't even afford mental trauma cure. But we had to go over this guy's what he called a great coach. We went over all his testimonial, and then every single one of them was Tinder and white people. There was no day game. And there's very few. If there was a day game, there was like less than 10. There was only like fucking 7 or 8 at most. One this year. We just kept going down. We said, you want me to stop? Let's go read it one at a time. And he's like, okay, I get it now. He didn't follow my instructions. He's delusional. It's unfortunate, but it's programs like this does not work for little short ethnics. And especially that little Italian guy sees my other short Italian, 5'8". But he's like, oh, he's taller than me. Yeah. But you can wear heel lifts and fucking elevator shoes. It'd still be around 5'6". The fuck? He's only 2 inches taller, 1 inch taller than me. So these Asian dating coaches, they rarely get student results. Maybe sometimes a night game lay in these Latin countries, but they brag about Tinder. They're like, oh yeah, they let everyone know. But they're just testimonial stuffing. Their whole page for these Asian dating coaches, these other ones, are just all reviews. I have 0 reviews. You know why? Because that's not a result testimonial. They didn't get laid. I don't give a fuck about the review. They can say John's the meanest motherfucker, drill sergeant coach, and that's the review, but I got laid. What do I care more? Their stupid fucking reviews on these snowflakes, which they try to pad their ego, or do I care that they got fucking laid? They send their fucking lay pics. I see it. Do you see the women more attractive than the other dating coaches' girlfriends? More attractive than the other lays from their fucking Tinder or seeking arrangements? What the fuck? Even these other coaches do the romantic sexual shit. You look at their testimonial page, there's like 3 fucking lay count pictures. They're censored, okay? 3 only. I have like fucking hundreds for the students. They have 3. And then the 3 women they call models, they look like busted trash. They're like 7.1 out of 10, 7.3, or 7. They're ugly women. They call these models all the time. Everyone, it's banging another model. Oh, another model, another model. Bullshit. There's no fucking proof. You just see evidence of a pole, and they use alcohol in the bedroom. Asperger engineers. Bullshit. Bullshit. But they're brainwashing. They set the fucking standard so low now. Literally, you can post old shit from 2019, 2021 in fucking pandemic. And the sheeps, they shut off their fucking minds. They're stupid people. Stupid people. They brag about, and other coaches brag about Tinder. They're testimonial stuffing, all of them. Now you can take one student lay from a boot camp with alcohol, And that becomes 10 fucking documentaries. One student laid, 10 documentaries. 10 students laid, 100 videos. Stuffing in there. They're stupid people. How can I compete against deception? You know, how can I compete against deception? What the fuck? Like, I could post over 200 video testimonials right now, even placeholders for now, and people don't care. Not all the students made video testimonials of the 656. Some of them made it, but you know what? It's fine. But still, that's a huge ratio. If it's like 200 and something, and there's like 656, that's good. You take their whatever stuffing playlist, 80 something, you divide it by 10. Now there's like 8 students late. 8. You paid for 8 boot camps. That's a waste of fucking money. They're $8,600 for a 10-day boot camp. The fuck? Just 8? Who gives a fuck? It's so shitty. It's like 8. If I had 8 students late, right, I'll be a fucking embarrassment. This year I have 56 late in poll testimonials. It doesn't mean there's 56 lays. A lot of polls. It's close to 35 lays or something. Maybe 36. Somewhere like that. But still, that's pretty good for the students. What the fuck have they been getting? ABCs and self-proclaimed high Laycount guy coaches. Like fucking one? This whole fucking industry is a joke. Asperger's is taking over everything. You don't even know it because you have social impairment. This is key because results are not results. They want you to count, to ego trip their narcissism. These coaches with their worst testimonial stuffers, the more they can stuff their testimonial page with reviews and any fucking positive comment on YouTube, the worst testimonial stuffer in the world. Self-proclaimed highly count coaches. Maybe I can go read all their testimonials, and most of them are just positive YouTube comments. So if a person says, "Oh, this coach is legit," oh, another testimonial. Oh, I got over red pill. Another testimonial. I set up dates for day game. Another testimonial. They never said laid testimonials. They never said pickup. They never said pickup. This is a body count for Tinder. Oh, but my students got so much results. Oh, they got 4 lays on Tinder, right? With 4 out of 10s or 3 out of 10s. Okay. But that's not a body count. That's a lay count. I mean, that's not a lay count. That's a body count. So they got 0 lays for pickup. They have 40 body counts. How many did they get laid for day game? 0. They can't even do day game. They don't even believe they can. So they have to take a boot camp. No. But what about fucking night game? Okay, so they can do night game sometimes. They can do night game sometimes. Occasionally. 15 out of 35. That's a lay count. But how many fucking night game testimonials do they have? Very few. Even less day game. They can't do fucking day game. They know it. They know it. They tell their students. I know because I trained some of their former students. They say day game. It's an afterthought. Same with ABCs. Mystery method is allergic to day game. This kind of systems do not work with day game in 2024. But luckily, 2025 will be harder again, and there's an easier second half. This year is the hardest of all the years. I survived with my student results. They have not survived, but nobody cares because they're all delusional sheeps because of the low self-esteem due to the inflation. Delusional, the 4 traits of low self-esteem. Delusional, half-assing it, wrong path, the sociopath fails in 4 months, quitting. So many delusional sheeps. Zombies. These coaches with the worst testimonial stuffer. ABCs is really bad in that regard. UMP is a very bad testimonial stuffer. ABCs is worse. Most of their students don't even get laid. They just give a good review. Very few of them get laid, and they get laid from Tinder now these days. That's not even a lay count; it's a body count. They get a few of them from night game, but mostly now is just swiping on Tinder in Latin countries. A review is not a lay. Does that make sense? Wake up, guys. Wake up. Tinder is not a lay count. It's a body count. It's not pickup. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, results are still results, John. No, it's the tricky thing is that you want to feel like you accomplished something, like you got a lay count. No, you got a body count. Congratulations. Congratulations on your body count. You didn't get a lay count. You didn't get a lay count. You swiped on Tinder. You're white. You got laid eventually, but that's not a lay count. That's a body count. You got another body to your count, but you didn't have any strategy. You just fucking swiped. Just be white. and just have some good pictures, and that's it. That's not a fucking lay count. It's a body count until you're picking up because Indians can swipe for you in India and send you the WhatsApp after they get the phone number. That's not a lay count. Or AI can change your whole background. Now you're in different countries and you're doing crazy shit with a tiger as a pet because there's the AI. And now women thinks that's status. Guess what? That's not a lay count. That's a fucking body count. Or women can swipe and they get laid. They don't have any strategy. They just open their legs. They just pick the tallest white guy that has the most value who leaves them afterwards. These guys bang them and they move on. That's not a lay count. That's a body count. Doesn't make sense? Wake up. So just because you want to accomplish something, oh, I got another lay. No, you didn't. You got another body count. Tinder doesn't count. That's why I tell my students when students of mine says that they got laid on Tinder, I yell at them. I scold them. I don't give a fuck about Tinder. It counts as 0. You're just pumping your state with a 4 out of 10. Go back to day game. Stop fucking wasting time. They're like, yes, sir. Because they know that Tinder doesn't count. How many Tinder testimonials? Students still get laid on Tinder sometimes. How many Tinder testimonials did I post? Because I don't count Tinder. Imagine if I count Tinder, right? How many fucking lay counts can I say about students? It'll be endless. I count as 0. It doesn't count. It's a body count. In my testimonial page, none of the students are using fucking Tinder. 0. Doesn't count. You're like, whoa, really? Tinder is 0. Just be white in North America. A majority, just go Latin country. Go to Asian countries. Just be white. Or Asperger Asian engineers with their world tours. Being passport broke. So I create this elite bundle 2 for you. So you can still get training for 20 out of 35 for day game, which works for 15 out of 35 night game, which also works for 12 out of 35 Tinder. But fuck Tinder. You need a top down day game downwards. You don't need to go bottom up and go to a third world country and be a passport bro. And they'll always say the same thing. Oh, I started not on the third world country. I started in the Western country. I started doing this. It's like, well, I never seen a single fucking lay from these white dating coaches. But really? They just pull up to the cab and that's their day game lay test. That's their day game infield. Ends in the cab and they say, well, we cannot record anything else legally. What the fuck are you talking about? Why does white people always end in the cab? Every single one of them. Todd V, Coach Kyle, every single one ends in the cab. UMP, cab, and that's it. There's no proof. White people cannot do same day lays. They're allergic to it because they have no social intelligence. That's why they love their Tinder shit. They go to Tinder, the day game, and they just pretend to approach. We see no proof. They're like, well, we got so much proof on our testimonial page. No, you got fucking body count. You have 0 proof. We don't get to see the students' lays for compliance issues. In the United States, they have to be compliant. Otherwise, you can get in trouble with the FTC. They have to show that student got laid, exactly what they say, and then show them proof of it. But they don't show proof because you cannot prove a YouTube video or a YouTube comment as somebody that got laid. You can't verify it. Where's the lay count? You're just taking their word on it. I'm not saying that they create like out accounts. I'm not saying that they can boost their testimonial page, but they can't beat Johnny Elite pickup. They can never beat me because they're not number 1. They're number 2. They're not number 3 or something. Even ABCs have more fucking pickup than they do. ABCs have nothing compared to me. I got more students married, more students late. I have more students late from day game than their fucking night game. They have so fucking little pickup, but somehow they self-proclaim they're the best. Nobody can beat them. No, I beat the fuck out of you. You don't stand a chance. Here's the truth. Here's what you don't fucking know, or this is what you know. Because I always say out of mind, don't mention Johnny Late, because Johnny Late will steal all your fucking students if they know that someone like me exists. I have the most pickup late testimonials in the world. Like, what about Mystery and the Mystery Method? He never collected the testimonials, and Mystery Method does not work for day game, so it doesn't fucking count. He doesn't collect it, and they're just white people just playing some status maxing 15 out of 35, and they don't have the testimonials, and their coaching does not get people laid for these Mystery Method systems. All these systems from all these other coaches using Mystery Method, they don't get laid. They're all scammers. Mystery, until he can show that his system works and actually collect lay testimonials during the coaching, the word's coaching, not just a book, because he didn't collect the testimonials. If he can't get the proof, then it doesn't count. So I have the most pickup late testimonials. Pickup can be night game and day game. Until you show some proof, mystery, I don't believe a fucking word you say. It could just be SMVing it, a white guy just playing numbers game. They would have got laid automatically. Didn't matter what they did. They could just go direct, act like a zombie. Eventually, they'll get laid. How's that mystery methoding for day game? Bullshit. If mystery methods DHV stories does not get more than one lay testimonial for tall self-proclaimed coaches, DHV is disqualified. Oh, but sexualizing it. God's just sexualizing it. You gotta sexualize it. You gotta touch. Well, if touching only got one day game late testimonial, then that's debunked. You don't have to touch. My students don't touch during the day game. They don't touch. Oh yeah, but they have to schedule to the house. My students do not schedule to the house. They still get laid. They same day lay, or the woman always comes out. So that's debunked. Oh, but you guys say, can I meet you real quick? That's debunked. My students don't do that. Oh, but you guys square off. But my students don't square off. They stand 45 degrees all the time. And they get laid faster. So that's debunked. The mystery method like systems are debunked. This Asperger's syndrome. This is not a lay count. This is a body count. Mystery has no fucking proof. Mystery method is just white people getting 4 out of 10s. They haven't collected a testimonial, so I beat Mystery. Mystery can't get people late for day game, only one time for popular coaches. It's all bullshit. Mystery method is bullshit. Asperger's syndrome, blue ocean strategy of Tinder shit. It's all bullshit. Bullshit. I have most students late for pickup. I got more students late for day game than their entire night game. Even this year, I have more students late than all the other coaches. Ridiculous. I don't even count fucking Tinder. They only have a fraction of the pickup late testimonials. Now you guys are not going to be gaslight compared to their fucking Tinder, mostly white guys, mental bullshit. Almost all their students are white, ugly white guys. Because it's 12 out of 35. They don't even want to acknowledge a 12 out of 35 because that exposes them in third world fucking countries being tall and white and status maxing. It's not a lay count if an AI can be used to generate background images to for your fucking lifestyle these days. AI can actually just map your face onto different pictures and create a brand new fucking status maxing these days. You should all try it. That's not a fucking lay count. That's a body count. That's ridiculous. Or a 10 out of 10 natural status white guy swiping in a third world country like an Asian country. That's not a fucking lay count. Or in the United States, they might get a 4 out of 10 ugly woman. That's not a lay count. That's a fucking body count. My student results are impressive. And what this is going to do for you, Elite Bundle 2, here's what I think, okay? When you look at all the students that got laid, okay? Let me just look at my website. People have not been visiting for a while. But when you look at most of the students who are laid, they all come from one course, one bundle, which is the Elite Bundle 2. Let me take a look. So, okay, this is Elite Bundle 2, most popular. I'll show you some of the student lay. I have to update it. Don't worry, everything is censored. So for YouTube, just to let you know that. These are the students, right, that use Elite 30, but all these guys use Elite Bundle 2. There's more testimonials now. All these guys. I mean, no, that's just my ones. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have to scroll down for the testimonials. Elite Bundle 2 comes with Elite 30, Elite Playbook. Okay, so this one's from 2024, beginning. Don't worry, it's censored. It's fine. She's wearing clothing here. It just looks kind of skin color. She's like 18 years old, and she's like 9 out of 10. This guy got laid here. His video and video testimony, white girl. He also got laid in 2024. This guy posted his marriage. This Chinese student, 15 lays. So he even fucks white girls. Elite Bundle 2. Here's Berlin, right? One fucking approach. Same day lay. One approach. Easiest country in the world. Berlin and Thailand. Right. Chinese guy. Same day lays in 3 approaches. Here's the woman. It's censored, don't worry. Other Indians who have used Elite Bundle 2. 2 girlfriends. Here's a guy. He does not use Elite 102, actually. He uses Elite Access, so he still has most of the courses. So he has Elite 30 and also Elite Playbook, but whatever. I should take this one down. Here's another guy with Elite 102. He bought them all separately. He has a model girlfriend. He has over 30 something lays. This guy. Here's an Italian student who's banging women more attractive than other dating coaches. Here's a fitness model. First one. Second one is like a Dua Lipa looking woman. Very attractive. She's actually prettier than Dua Lipa if you compare side by side. Dua Lipa has a big nose, the singer. Then here's him fucking a Russian chick. Don't worry, it's censored. It's fine for YouTube. Right? Here's the Laycount. Don't worry, it's all censored. It'll be fine. Here's a Kazakhstan woman. It's censored. Cannot. Here's another woman, another Russian. Look at this woman. She looks like Julia Roberts. This top one. Very pretty. Prettier than other dating coaches' girlfriends. Hopefully you can see it. Don't worry, it's censored. I'll put smiley faces. Then he bangs like a fucking 19-year-old French woman, like Leonardo DiCaprio, like. This is the woman he's with right now. Fuck buddy. They have all these other students getting this result, Elite Bundle 2. You got this fat guy who also bangs another woman. He's like 48 years old. Elite Bundle 2. You have this guy loses his virginity, gets another lay. High school student. Yeah, that's him. They fucked in the field, but don't worry, we didn't collect anything beyond this. Also him in Spain. Now he's part of the Swedish army. He was in the United States. They shipped him over to the army. So if you're watching this, I hope you're okay. I know they forced you to do mandatory army service. He was an army ROTC in the United States. Here's this guy who fucked me over. This guy. He sends this to another white dating coach, the same testimonial, same woman. But he's using Elite 30. The other coach is angry about it, but whatever. But then he gets like another lay here. See that? They're all censored. Don't worry, it's fine. It's all censored. He has like fucking 10 fuck buddies. Okay, this is all censored. He'll be fine. You can't really see anything. Right? This is all censored. Don't worry. This is all censored. You can't see anything. It's all covered. This is like a model. Both of them are models. A sister. He fucked both of them. But then he's ungrateful. Afterwards, he goes to this mystery method system, praises it, but in reality, he builds it back on the back of John Elite. You fucking asshole. This guy from London. Fuck him. Jewish guy. He gets laid here. Then he gets another fuck buddy. Then he gets like a girlfriend. Then you have the Latino ungrateful student who doesn't list me very often, only one time for his gratitude thing. He gets like fucking 2 girlfriends or a girlfriend and a fuck buddy, white fuck buddy, Ukrainian. You have a Chinese person who gets laid in one approach. You have this other guy, Vietnamese guy. This Vietnamese guy, same day lay, or he same day fingered a woman, a Latina. She became his girlfriend. They fucked, and then she fucking died of liver sclerosis. She died. Her liver gave out. Then he starts fucking the older sister who's hotter. You can't even make this shit up. Then you have a black student, 22 lays. But he's part of the army now. They shipped him off too. Just I have a lot of army students before. But yeah, these are just some of the student results for Elite Bundle 2. I think Elite Bundle 2, I feel like this is the best course right now for next year. Because rather than half-assing it, let's say you got Elite 30 and you got Elite Access, right? But you're not really playing to win. You're like a level 1 student. You're spending like $50 to a couple hundred. Elite Bundle 2 is $1,000, or I mean $900. Level 3 is like 2,000 to 50,000. Queefing canceled Casanova, the Asian dating coach. He's charging $50,000 for these world tours. ABC's is charging $10,000 for these world tours. That's how much they charge. Other coaches are charging $8,600 for romantic sexual boot camps where you use alcohol in it because on a sales call, they'll ask you, hey, do you want to celebrate after the boot camp with alcohol? We can celebrate so they can get the alcohol into the nightstand. So they tell the student to use the alcohol that's on the nightstand. That's why they don't have any testimonials this last 2 years. Their game has expired. This is the truth of the day game industry. They have nothing to show for it. It's all bullshit. They're scammers. And here's the thing. If they can't get students laid this year and last year during the inflation is too hard for their students. Alcohol is not going to fucking work. Let's just be real here. Wake the fuck up and look at self-proclaimed tall white coaches. They can only get one student laid for Tinder. I mean, for day game, just one. Their game no longer works. ABC's only one person got laid in a Latin country for day game. One after 2 years of the inflation, their game doesn't work anymore. They're all platform scammers. Get Elite Bundle 2. I'm going to promote it like crazy because I don't want people to half-ass it. Like, you look at Elite 30, you're like, oh, but it's $250. $250 for Canadians are so fucking cheap. They look at me with their high cost of living and they can't even afford that. Most Canadians are in 4-figure debt now. Not me. I don't have any debt. Most Canadians right now have 4-figure debt. That's why I saw. Crazy, right? They're like $1,000, $2,000 debt, $6,000. Canadians everywhere. These guys, they can't afford my fucking course if they're in debt. They could invest their way out of a problem, but they're so fucking poor they can't even afford a $5 elite day game for steps. So I'm gonna actually take away your ability to buy it from the sales letters. You might have to contact me personally and then ask me to buy it. I'm gonna take away from the checkout page. I'm going to take the checkout page away. So if you want to buy these courses, you have to contact me, explain to me why you want this course and not Elite Bundle 2. The only thing I'm going to sell next year is Elite Bundle 2 and the higher courses like Mental Trauma Cure, Elite 60, 3 months of proficiency bundle. You can't get Kaizen anymore. I'll raise the price today. All those other things are training, one-on-one mentorship. You can still take those. But the only one you're going to take is Elite Bundle 2 with Elite Access. And I think I can make it sweeter for the deal. I'm going to make it, instead of 1 year of Elite Access, I'm going to make it 1.5 years. I'm not going to raise the price from $900 to $1,000. I'm just going to keep it at $900. That's all I want to sell, and it's easier. I don't have to think so much. I just have to market one product, one type of student, Asian engineers, Indian engineers, right? Fucking engineers. And one type of media. I'll focus on YouTube. I'll still make my blog, right? But I'll focus on YouTube next year, mostly, because I only have to sell one product. This will lead to more late testimonials because Elite Bundle 2 has got most of my late testimonials this year, 2024. So why not just focus on that one? Because if you try to do it yourself with Elite 30 and you don't use my mental filter, you don't use the Skypes, you're going to bench hold because you're delusional. You have delusions, half-assing it, the wrong path to sociopath, and you quit. If you do it without me, you're going to quit because of the binflation. People have been having low self-esteem for the last 4 years. We only have one more year with the binflation. Then Donald Trump is in office. One more fucking year. I mean, one more month. We just have to endure one more month of the hardest time of day game in the world, where my students kept getting laid. 56 laid in testimonials. There might be even more by the end of the year. It could even be 60 by the end of the year. The year is not over yet. The year is not over yet. They could slip up and get a few more lays in between. I've beaten everybody. I've beaten every one of those platform scammers for these global game networks. Every single one. You take every testimonial they have. They don't even have fucking 56 laid in testimonials. They're all scammer, fraudster, popularity platform scammers. Or you get these tall self-proclaimed coaches that don't even have lay counts. They have body counts of their students. Doesn't even fucking count. Let's just count only the fucking pickup stuff, not the positive YouTube comments. Bullshit. So as I was saying, get Elite Bundle 2. Maybe I'll put the sales letter in the very top, in the comment section. Just get that one. Oh, but $900. Well, you want to pay $900? Get me to coach you for 1.5 years? Level 2 students, level 1, only spend like $50 to a couple hundred. Level 2 will never spend more than $1,000. So why not make it 900? Level 3, 2,000 to 50,000 world tours. Why don't you just focus level 2 now? But John, what about level 1, right? You're going to lose those students. Well, maybe those students are not being good students. They're having massive debt and they have ADHD problems. They're delusional. They have low self-esteem. They're fat. They're fat. They're full of cortisol. They're losers. I'm sorry, but those people have to beg me now in the contact form. There's no more checkout page for Elite 30 in the future. Maybe this is a bad idea. Let me try it. Whenever I raise the price of anything, I always lose potential students when I lower it back. They can't even afford Elite Day Game first steps, $5 course. They can't even fucking afford that. That's how fucking poor they are. What the fuck? Why would I want to work with people who cannot afford a $5 course? Seriously. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? $5. Well, if they can't afford $5, they can't afford 250 for Elite 30. So fuck them. Put them into a bundle, a package. Only you can get Elite Bundle 2. I'm going to update the sales letter. Make a new video sales letter. But John, this is risky, John. You could literally lose a lot of money. Yeah, for the first 2 months, I'm going to make like no money promoting this. You're like, what? Or I might just make a few sales. But if I make 2 sales, that's 1,800. 3 sales, that's 2,700. It's not a lot of money. 4 sales, 3,600. But I'd rather work with those type of students than to work with a bunch of poor people. And also, Elite 60, we promote it a lot, not Kaizen or 3 months of proficiency, which is quite expensive. That is cheaper than $8,600 boot camp, but it is substantial in price. You have all the courses, all the training. And that's what you need. You need like not so much your own mental filter going through my courses, your delusions. You need to have me involved in your life, telling you what to do. And the bad students always run away from it. They always run away from coaching. They're delusional. They always, whenever you tell them to do a homework assignment, they don't fucking do it. They run away. They run away from your advice. I don't want fucking runners. I don't want fat people with cortisol, double chins. I don't want pot bellies. I don't want losers. I want, I don't always want those engineers either. The ones who are like super rich, like ABC's attraction students or queefing cancel casino. Those guys will never come to me because they need to be comforted. I want someone in between, spending $1,000. If you want to spend more after I get you a few more lays, then take mental trauma cure. Get even more lays. That's what the other student did, the Jewish white student and the Italian. Success leaves clues. It fixes their, but first get those lays in first. And then you can upgrade to an inner circle, whatever. Once you can prove it. But start with Elite Bundle 2. And if you really, okay, and here's another thing. Everyone that has bought Elite 30 before, yes, you can still upgrade to Elite Access. I will still allow it. But anyone new, right, will have to get Elite Bundle 2. Anyone old can still upgrade. Even if you cannot afford anything else except Elite Access, you can still upgrade to Elite Access. It's fine with me. But you have to buy something from me before. Elite 30, minimum. But everybody else, right? Or even if you bought Elite Day Game first steps, okay, you can upgrade. But everyone else who's new, who wants to take my coaching, Elite Bundle 2 is your only option now. Super risky. I know. Stupid, right? John, you're going to fuck up your business. Let me take the risk. Let me take the risk. Because I believe that these are the people that can get laid the most. Level 2. Level 1 is just basically on survival mode. Level 2, they have a decent income. I don't want to work with level 1. I want to work with level 2. I don't want to always work with level 3. If you're an engineer and you can afford it, then yes, I'll work with level 3. Engineers need level 3. But there are level 2 people that are still logical who's going to get laid a lot. They have grit. If you don't have grit, you're engineer, level 3. To Elite 60. Those are my 2 offerings. Elite 60 or Elite Bundle 2. That's all I got to say for today. And here's the great thing. Because you can get laid in North America. You don't have to fucking travel to some third world country to be in a boot camp. Get laid in North America first for the Asians out there. Don't be a fucking passport bro. Once you get laid over there, you can fucking go to these passport country afterwards for the engineers. You know? like Latin countries. But first of all, get laid in America first. And for Canadians, you can't afford shit from me. Let's just be real here. Canadians, super poor. Oh, these guys are all like fucking level zero. I don't think I'll have any more Canadian students that are not existing students. They're so poor they need to be called out. The poor the Indians in India. I'm the best day game coach in the world. 656 latent po testimonials. Technically, 656. Fuck you all for all the coaches. You fucking scammers. You scam them because you've been given a platform that you haven't earned anything. You're just popular like fucking junk food. So what I do is teach you social skills and social calibrations they don't understand, and emotional control and whitewash tonality. And then from there, that's what Asian dating coaches lacks. Then you can get laid for day game in North America without stupid Latin country world tour Tinder body counts. Fuck that. Fuck that. In Latin countries. They can't do it in North America. They just sell expensive boot camps, level 3. So what I've done is I've created a course where in 2025 will be the main course. I can't wait to sell Elite Bundle 2. That's the best one. I feel good about this. Hear my voice. Elite Bundle 2 is the best option. Elite 30, too many fucking poor people that are delusional. They can't do it without the Skype. They're not going to use the Skype. Elite Playbook, well, guess what? They don't believe in themselves. This will be part of Elite Bundle 2 now. Until the economy gets better in 2026, then I'll put a checkout page back for Elite 30 and back to Elite Playbook. Could I go back on my word? Possibly, if it doesn't work out and I don't make any money. But, however, saying that, I do want to go all in with Elite Bundle 2. If you click the link below, which I'm going to post later on, you can get laid. Get Elite Bundle 2 now. Get started. I'm going to make an upgrade to a bonus right now. Anyone who takes Elite Bundle 2 right now, until the whole 2025, we're going to increase Elite Access part to 1.5 years. We're going to add one more Skype, 11 Skypes. How's that? That you have no fucking excuses. Each Skype is $300. You want to Skype with me 1 hour of my time? Pay me $300. You want your in-field analysis? $300. However, why not give them one extra Skype, 11 Skypes? I'm just making this stuff up right now. 1.5 years of Elite Access until you get laid. You can't lose. But if you're an engineer, they go for Elite 60 or 3 months of proficiency. Those are my 3 offerings, but let's make it 1 or 2. That's all I say. So I honestly don't know how much longer I'm going to keep it at this price. You know, the inflation is there, but it's cheaper than an $8,600 boot camp, 10 days. If I taught boot camps, I can only teach one student at a time. I can teach way more. So click the link while it's available. Stop fucking around. Stop bench holding. Join Elite Bundle 2 is the time right now. Is the new year. Stop fucking around. You fucked around. You lost this year. Go start next year fresh and become. I want to have a bunch of superstars like last year. All the other students, they joined in December. The Italian, the Jewish guy, and the other Jewish white student, they joined exactly in December. And look at 1 year what happened afterwards. 17 fucking lays. So, what do you I just joined? Elite Bundle 2 comes with Elite 30 from hard case to hero, my social calibration course. That's number 1. Number 2 comes with Elite Playbook, my game course. 16 hours of game stuff. Number 3, as a bonus, temporarily before I take it away, Elite Focus for day gamers. So that way you can deal your high income skills. You can deal with your procrastination, your ADHD, your budgeting. It comes with Elite Focus, Elite Day Game First Steps, $5 booklet. Now you can not have to deal with approach anxiety and you know what to say when you approach. It also comes with 10 fucking Skypes. Now 11. I'm going to make it 11. I'm going to write on the sales letter. It's going to come with 11 Skypes now. And also, it comes with Elite Access. You get 1 year, 10 minutes of consultation. Every single day, you can ask me to listen to your infield. In 3 seconds, I tell you what the mistake is. I'm like an AI. I know exactly what the fuck is wrong in 3 seconds, max. Listen to it. Here. Fix this. You can practice your drills and send it to me like the other students. They send me their drills all the time. 1.5 years, not 1 year anymore. 1.5 years. I'll write in the sales letter. In case you guys sign up right away, go ask me for that 1.5 years. If it's not listed in the sales letter, ask me for the 11 Skypes. If it's not on the sales letter. No more 10 Skypes. 11. I have to write a new one and make that as the main sales letter. I'm going to write it tonight or tomorrow. I need some time to write a sales letter. I've written one before. I haven't put it up yet. It's going to be on my website. It's going to be the main offering. It's going to be right main offering. So if you want to sign up right now, go to my website, find some way to contact me. If you're on my Elite Day Game First Steps, WhatsApp group, contact me. Go contact me on Facebook. Just find a way to contact me. How the fuck do I get this course? How do I get all this coaching? This is the best deal, cheaper than boot camps. I'm looking for the next superstars. I want to replace the Indian guy. Not the Indian guy. I want to replace the Italian guy. Italian guy already found a fuck buddy. He doesn't want to be with anyone else. He just quit day game after 8 lays. Epic, very attractive women, better looking dating coaches. I want to replace him. Jewish student. I want to replace him. He got a girlfriend. Another Asian student, 15 lays. I want to replace him. The Jewish white student, he's still going to be here until February. But eventually, we need to find another superstar. Those 4 superstars gotten so many fucking lays. Like 17 lays for one of them, 8 lays for another one, 9 out of 10, one of them 8.5. Other guys get girlfriends. Other guys get married too. Indian guy got married. Other Indian guy got another lay. Other Latinos got like 2 girlfriends or lays, 2 extra lays this year, back to back, 1 month apart. All of these people getting laid. I need to replace them. Who are the next superstars? Who are the next super soldiers? Who are the next IDF? Who are the next Navy SEALs? I'm looking for you out there. So I'm speaking. Okay, I'm not speaking the microphone. I'm going to go closer to. Guys, I want to manifest this. I'm looking for a person. I'm telling you exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for tough motherfuckers. I'm looking for psychopaths. I'm looking for students without emotions, students who have grit, who are resilient, who doesn't run away from approach anxiety, students who can do homework assignments, who do not procrastinate, who do not have cortisol, who do not have a double chin. I'm looking for students that are so tough like the other students. They can same day lay. They believe in themselves. I'm looking for killers. I'm looking for trained killers out there. If you're out there and you match the description of these students, here's a secret. If we look at mindsets, right? Teachability, changeability, okay? The bad students will run away. They will not do their mindset playlist. The good students will go through the mindset playlist. They'll reset. Okay? In terms of like practicing homework assignments, the bad students will run away. They always make excuses. They always disappear. They always bench hold. I don't want fucking bench holding, procrastinating motherfuckers that are slippery. They're just like, you grab them, do your homework, they just slip away and they run. Fuck these runners. I'm not looking for runners. I'm looking for people that leans into it. They actually do the fucking homework assignments, not more than 2 days apart. So 2 different mindsets. Number 3, the ones who don't believe in themselves, so they drag their feet. They always run away. I don't look for fucking runners. I want people that believe in themselves, that they believe that they can do it. It's easy. It is easy with my training. It's impossible with other dating coaches. UMP doesn't have any fucking testimonials. ABCs has 1. Tall self-proclaimed high Laycount guy for day game only has 1. Others, romantic sexual systems has 0 for the last 2 years, just posting old shit. That's how impossible it is for other dating coaches getting into boot camps. But it's possible with my students. It's easy. I even have a new student, engineer, Chinese guy. He's always running away. He's joined Elite 60 already, but he's running away, so he's going to start at the beginning of the year. But he's a runner. I don't want runners. I had this black student, the worst student for 2 years in a row, always runs away. Homework assignment. Yes, I did my homework assignment mindset play. Bullshit. He lies about it. He lies and he runs. And he makes up his own fucking steps. I'm not looking for people with low self-esteem. You high self-esteem, you follow instructions. Low self-esteem, you're fucking delusional. You're half-assing things. I'm not looking for half-assing and running away. And wrong path to sociopath. He invents his own steps. He always gets stuck. People that don't do it their way, they do it my way. Just like the Jewish white student, he was thinking that he had to improve his tonality or some bullshit. I said, you just got to work on the 45 degrees. And he leaned into it. And then he gets another 3 lays. What the fuck? I'm looking for those who lean into it, not lean away from it. I'm looking for killers. I don't care if you're a psychopath. I'm looking for psychopaths who have no emotions, who are ruthless. The more psychopath, the better. I'm not looking for sociopath. I'm not looking for narcissistic, low self-esteem types. I'm looking for clear thinking, trained killers. And I know that sounds awful. I'm looking for psychopaths out there. The students who got laid before, psychopath, 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 psychopath. I'm looking for psychopaths. If you're a psychopath, welcome aboard. If you're an emotional, triggered, bench holding idiot, fuck off. What more leaning in psychopaths, Terminator machine, John Wick mindsets like an assassin, like a just ruthless, metaphorically speaking, for all this. I'm looking for that. If that sounds like you, right? Sign up right away. We need more lay testimonials for next year. I got 56 this year already. 56 is a lot. More than all the other coaches combined for this year. They don't even have more than 1-0. That's more than all of them, actually. More than their whole careers. 56. But it's not enough for me. You're like, well, John, you're crazy. How the fuck you get 56? Listen, I'm Johnny Lee. I'm the world's best day game coach. I had to prove it year after year, month after month. There is no mercy here. They're trained like soldiers, like IDF. I'm trained by IDF for Krav Maga. No mercy. Survival. I'm looking for survival mindset. That's why these Jewish students are great because they don't have any fucking feelings. Jewish people. They have feelings. They have no emotions. They're perfect. I'm looking for ruthless. No fucking bench holding feelings, but no emotions. Not trigger feelings. So if you're out there, I know most of you ran away already. You're out there. Some of you are out there. If you feel like, oh, I don't believe in myself, I don't want to run away. I'm a procrastinator. I don't work very hard. Fuck off. I don't want you here. You're not going to get laid. You're not going to follow instructions. I want soldiers. But John, that sounds like me. I'm a soldier. I have no fear whatsoever approaching, no approach anxiety. Then fucking join. Let me get you laid quickly. Oh, but I procrastinate. I don't have a lot of money. Fuck off. Get it? Level 2, show up. Looking for level 2. I want as many level 2 for next year. I want all the students to be level 2, elite bundle 2. I want to have at least 10 elite bundle 2 students. That might not even make 10K a month. It doesn't matter. I want killers. 10 a month. 11 to make over 10K. I want 11 killers, metaphorically speaking. Ruthless a month next year. 11 per month. Make it happen. This is not time to fuck around. After 2024, I'm the only day game coach that gets so many students late. I'm the only one. Nobody else can do it for day game. Nobody else can do it except for me. I'm your only option. You don't like what I'm teaching because I'm too much drilling like an army? Too fucking bad. That's the only thing that works these days. Skills is the only thing that works. Game does not work anymore. You're like, well, but your game is a game. Fuck you. Where the fuck are your late testimonials, Mr. Game? Bullshit. Alcohol maxing. Where the fuck is it? Doesn't exist. Game has expired. Now is the era of skills for 2025. The ones who have the most skills, who is leveling up because skills take 21 days, like the Israeli army, takes 21 days to practice Krav Maga in a row before they're shipped out. That's what you need. You need skills. You don't need to procrastinate. I don't need the fucking bench holding big. If you're fat, you know what? Fat people all quit. 100% of the fat people quit. If you're fat, fuck off. If you cannot maintain a body weight, you come here as fat camp first if you want to be here. Fat people quit during the inflation. Although Biden's only going to be there for 1 more month. They all quit. Every single fat fuck with cortisol all quit. You guys with cortisol is a loser hormone. The more you win, the more testosterone you get. The more you lose, the more cortisol. Big fucking double chin, big belly. Fuck off. You guys don't have a chance. You guys don't have it. If you're fat and you want to get laid out there and you want to practice, that's like a triple negative. If you're fat, you can't control your emotions. You can't stop shoving food in your fucking face. You have ADHD, now you're delusional. Now you're triple delusional. It's a triple fucking negative. Come on now. You're fat, you want to come here and you expect a woman will just follow the skyline of your dick? Fuck off. Get your fucking fatness in order first. Fuck fat people. No offense. I won't be fat phobic and fat shaming, but fat people, statistically speaking, don't get laid in 2024. The only one who got laid was the 55-year-old student. After he fucked a 10 out of 10, he's just quit or he just fucking takes a break. He got a hand job the first week. Second week, he fucks a 10 out of 10. Megan Fox looking 40-year-old blonde chick. He's 55. Then he fucking quits. Delusional after that. High ego, low self-esteem. Super high, 10 out of 10. Crashed. Same thing happened with the Jewish white student. After he fucked a 8 out of 10 Ukrainian, high ego, low self-esteem. He quit for like fucking 4 months or something. Comes back, loses his fucking mind. He goes back into training and drilling it down. Now he got 3 more lays. Fuck tactics, fuck strategy. That doesn't work. I'm looking for train killers. I'm looking for ruthless. No fatties. No Indian that are bench holding with massive depth, right? Fuck off. If you have a double chin and pot belly and you just delusional and you like to dress your Indian, fuck off. I want the Indians who are like not poor, who are not starving, who are not in massive 5-figure debt. The Latino fuck behavior, right? The Latinos who are stubborn, they're fat, they're delusional, they're one-track mind, or they're super skinny due to cortisol. Fuck off. My Latino students right now, ruthless, killers. That's why I need psychopaths, not sociopaths. I need ruthless, gritty people. I want as much fucking grit as possible. That's what I want for Elite Bundle 2. Growth mindset. Oh, I'm too busy to learn new skill. Fuck off. Fuck off. I need a growth mindset, like a CIA agent that's willing to learn new skills right away and adapt it. Grit, growth mindset. Like Navy SEALs and fucking IDF. I don't want no fucking stubborn motherfucker like a Latino fuck behavior. Oh, but only one way to do something. I have to do it my way. Fuck off. You're gonna fail. So that's grit, resilience. Oh, I got approach anxiety, John. I'm afraid to approach. Fuck off. I agree. Fast people, right? Fast people want to take months to learn. No, they're not going to get laid because they may think that they want to take it slow, right? In reality, it's like a boat. Does that make sense? Here's your destination. Let's say it's over here or something, right? Like over here. This is where the island are getting laid. Every single time they procrastinate, right? When they're going towards it, their boat does not move forward when they procrastinate. Every time they try to do it their way, right? Because these delusional guys. Now the boat turns a little bit 3 degrees here, okay? Now it's off the line. They're practicing 3 degrees here, 3 degrees here. Eventually, they'll never reach the destination. And then they'll quit because they're delusional. They do it their way. They're zombies. They're half-assing it. If you half-ass things and you don't fully do things, full ass, you half-ass. How can you get self-esteem if you never completed a task? How? If you halfway do things, you never have a single victory, small victory. How can you get self-esteem? You gaslight yourself. You tell yourself you procrastinate, you're a zombie. You won't get laid because the degrees that you're moving away from it and you're taking too long, there is no students that are running away from things and doing it their way who can get laid. But John, I want to use my own hairstyle. Don't you get it? K-pop hairstyle. Because women like, no, fuck you. The Gen Z K-pop hairstyle is not useful for women because Gen Z, 63% of them are single. Don't you understand that? That's resilience. You don't have resilience, you have approach anxiety, fuck off. Fuck off, you're stinking up the field. You're wasting my fucking time. Fuck off. What about instincts? Do it my way. No, but you got to do it your way. John's just your advisor. He's not the general. He's not the drill sergeant. He's your advisor for your own mental bullshit. Fuck off. I can't get you laid if you're in my fucking way. Let me do the fucking surgery. I got to cut out the cancer. I got to get you laid. I got to drill up all these skills. My instincts. I remember the Jewish white student when he was a bad student before I yelled at him. He's like, oh, yeah, I got to do all this other stuff. I got to start building a V-shaped body first. I lost a lot of no, motherfucker, work on the 45 degrees. And now that he only works on that, he's getting laid nonstop. Do it my way. I have the best instincts. Turn off every light switch. Nope. Fuck push pull. Fuck DHV stories. Fuck setting dates to the house. Fuck this. Fuck that. Only one of them up. Do it this thing. This is your biggest mistake. You focus on one thing. Get laid. Oh, I can't believe it's so easy, John. Now, hard reset after you're laid. Don't be a narcissist. Oh, but I fucked an 8 out of 10. Oh, now my mind's up here and my self-esteem. No, you fucking hard reset. Get ready for the fucking next leg. Don't get emotionally retarded. Don't get satisfied. That's how he got like fucking 17 lays. Who the fuck gets 17 lays in a year for the students for day game? Who? Nobody. What the fuck? Look at other Asians. They're getting like 20 lays or other people 15 lays. Who the fuck is doing that? Nobody. Nobody. And the quality keeps going up. So the next one, grit, growth, resilience, instinct, tenacity. Oh, tenacity means you have to go for the knockout punch. You have to finish the fight. You can't just fart around, be resilient. You have to go for a fucking knockout punch. Boom, right? And knock them the fuck out. Knock them out, metaphorically speaking, because you have to finish what you started, like an assassin. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Like John Wick. You have to keep adapting until you win with the skills. The people that don't have the tenacity, they can't pull the trigger and finish the fight. Fuck off. I don't want you here. You're a loser. This is not about a salesman. It's like a high ticket closer. You're a closer. If you're not fucking closing, you don't have the mindset to close. How can you close if you're a Latino and you have this one track mind that is only one way to do something? How can you close if you're wrong? How can you close if you don't have resilience? You have massive approach anxiety for some of the Latino fuck behavior. How can you do it if you're delusional and you're doing it your own way and you're running away from things? You're not a fucking closer. I want a closer. I want a person that can go for the knockout, a person that can go for the win, metaphorically speaking. Train killers, psychopaths, metaphorically speaking. Metaphorically only, not physically. That's what I'm looking for. If that fits the description and you guys want to enlist, not just sign up and fire around and just be 3 degrees off, but really enlist and not fuck around, you're my next lay testimonial. Get me the fucking lay pics. I'll teach you how to get them. Make your video testimonials. Be a testimony to my brilliance. No offense. Like, I'm not trying to brag. Get more fucking lay testimonials. Let's make 2025, right? Curb stomp 2024. 56 latent poll testimonials. Let's exceed it. Let's go for 75. But other coaches can't even get one though. They can get one only, not two. Who gives a fuck? Fuck their low standards. I'm looking for ruthless. Ruthless, ruthless, ruthless. I'm telling you, Italian person, ruthless. Jewish white student, ruthless. Even the Jewish student, he was part of the IDF before, so he's used to my training style. For him, he was scared. He had a lot of approach anxiety, but he did it anyways. He didn't give a fuck. He felt the fear and did it anyways. I'm not looking for people with approach anxiety, massive double chin, and fucking runners with low. Let's look at the opposite. I'm not looking for people without growth mindset, Latino fuck behavior, a lack of resilience. Fuck you. I'm not looking for people that tries to be their own general. Fuck you. You don't know shit. I'm the best day game coach. You know how good I am as a day game coach? I am so fucking good. All the other coaches out there, they're so Asperger's. This is the best thing come up with. 0 late testimonials or 1. The mental bullshit. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. And the people without tenacity who could not finish the fight, they just stuck in the first stages. Fuck off. Anyways, that's my rant. That's all I gotta say. We're going overtime. I'm not gonna eat today. So I'm gonna drink more Soylent because I have some resilience. That's what I'm gonna do. Heal is good too, HUEL. So that way you can save money. You can eat 1 meal a day, you'll be fine. You have all the nutrients in 1 drink. Have some resilience, guys. Get your cortisol under control. I'm not looking for losers, I'm looking for winners. So if you're a winner, Elite Bundle 2 sounds good, then fucking join. $900 is cheap. I don't want to raise it. Nobody, if I raise it by $100, nobody buys it. $900, yes. $1,000, no fucking way. That's how they think. Level 2. Then 900 it is. Inflation, fuck the inflation. I'll get you laid. And if you want to buy other stuff afterwards, fine. But get your dick wet first. All right, that's what I say. Johnny Elite, the world's best day game coach, signing off. Like, I'm so good. I don't even have to fucking brag. Everyone knows I'm the best. Oh, but I'm the best coach. I have like 1,500 testimonials. They're not even fucking pick up late testimonials. Come on now. They're just positive YouTube comments, body counts from fucking Tinder. Who gives a shit? Johnny Elite out.